Here are the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. vows to fully support the modernization of the Philippine Air Force as he led the ceremonial blessing of the two new T-129 ATAK helicopters. The two air assets are part of the 6 helicopters ordered from Turkey as part of the PAF's modernization program. Marcos said the recently acquired state-of-the-art helicopters is expected to improve the operational readiness and responsiveness of the Philippine Air Force. He thanked the government of Turkey and the Turkish aerospace industries for being reliable partners in strengthening the country's military. He also acknowledged the contribution of the Philippine Air Force and the Armed Forces of the Philippines in terms of external defense, internal security operations, and disaster relief and response operations. The Philippine Army reiterates its commitment to eliminate violence against women. In a statement, Army Vice Commander Major Adonis Bajao said their participation in the campaign serves as a reminder for them to always uphold their ethical duties as professional and disciplined servant soldiers in the organization. During the culmination ceremony of the 18-day campaign to end violence against women, Bajao thanked Army personnel and resource speakers for their active support. The global campaign to end violence against women is until December 10, but has been extended in the Philippines to December 12. In news overseas, a global health partnership has announced plans to integrate COVAX, the global program for distributing COVID-19 vaccines to poor countries, into more routine vaccination programs. Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, said its board agreed during a meeting in Geneva this week to phase out COVAX after 2023. However, COVID jobs would still be made available to less well-off countries alongside other vaccines. Gavi said the plan is to improve response to countries' need and reduce the burden of having a specialized emergency response. The global initiative has so far shipped more than 1.86 billion COVID-19 vaccines to 146 territories. Despite these efforts, UN data showed 3/4 of people in high-income countries have received at least one COVID vaccine dose, but fewer than 1/3 of people in low-income countries have. In other news, a new law is set to make South Koreans younger by 1 year or more on paper. This after lawmakers voted to forgo the country's traditional system of calculating ages. Seoul's National Assembly on Thursday passed bills mandating the use of the international age counting system for official documents starting June next year. The current system, widely known as the Korean age, recognizes people as 1 year old at birth and then adds a year to their age every January 1 rather than on their birth date. The country also determines the legal drinking and smoking age with another system, which counts one's age from 0 at birth and adds a year on January 1. On the other hand, South Korea uses a worldwide standard for some medical and legal records since the 1960s. President Yoon Suk-yeol has been campaigning to change the system, citing the administrative and social expenses resulting from having multiple ways of counting people's age. Some South Koreans were delighted by the news, saying they can now use their original age. And that's the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the social media pages of the Office of the Press Secretary and Radio Pilipinas RP1. I'm Marita Muaje. We tell stories that inspire change.